Team. We're going to look at functions that take arguments, but let's review a little bit. So here I've defined a function yo, so I'm assigning essentially this variable yo to the function body here. I'll run team and I'm assigning that team to that. So if I say something like yo, how does Python know what to do? Well, it looks for the thing that matches. So it looks character by character to find the thing that matches, and it wants to find here something that takes no argument. So if I run it, it prints happy. If I call it with team, it returns yay, which also looks like it actually just gets printed, but we can remember that the output can get stored. So when I called the function team, it's going to return the string yay, and then I can store that in output. If I run that and then print output, I get yay. A brief aside, yo does not return anything. If I try and save its output, first it prints happy, so it still does that. If I print that output, it actually stores none. So when we don't have a return in our function, it always gives us a default one of none. This is not that important yet, but I just want to draw your attention to it early because it's a little bit confusing. Okay, when I'm calling team, I get a value back and I can print it and I can see that yay, that string. What do you think would happen if I tried to pass the number 8 in with team? I'm going to try running that code and it says yo type error. I mean, it doesn't say yo, but team takes 0 positional arguments, but 1 was given. So it is unhappy about the fact that I gave it an argument. We can write something that takes an argument. So if I put X in here and I run it, now all of a sudden actually team is upset for a different reason. It says team is missing 1 required positional argument X. So there's the argument it was expecting. So I have to now call it with a value. And then I haven't changed what the return type is, so that's all the same. If I had 2 variables in here and I run it, I get an error if I provide only 1. I have to provide 2. When I provide 2, they're separated by commas. So these are the arguments that I'm passing in. We call these the parameters. So it's when we're defining our function, we have a parameter for each of the arguments we expect. So inside of here, the variable X will have the value 8 and the variable Y will have the value 9. So we kind of match them in order. Let's look at an example with yo. Okay, so I'm going back to just calling my function. It doesn't take any arguments. See, there's no parameters between those parentheses. So I call the function yo. Oh, let me make sure I've defined it. So I run that. I call the function yo. It prints happy. Again, if I provide a number, it freaks out because it says yo. The function yo takes 0 positional arguments. If I change this to now take a variable X, run it, so that it saves the updated version, and then I run yo, it says the function yo is missing 1 required positional argument X. Similarly, 2 variables in here, and it'll complain, oops, I didn't run this. Yeah, so missing 2 required positional arguments. I can provide those values, so I provided a 3 and a 4, and now it's totally fine. And I can print out yo, X. That has the value X. So I'm just providing a little like label for my print statement. And then I'll do that for Y too. So Y gets that value. I'm going to run that code. Then I'll call the function by using the function name, parentheses, and then any arguments it needs. So here there are 2 parameters, so I need to provide it 2 arguments. I run it and you can see we just do it like a pretty simplistic matching thing. So the variable X gets assigned to 3 and the variable Y gets assigned to 4. And so here's my little print statements for those. And if I provided a different number and I run it, I just get those values instead. So this gives us a lot of functionality because we might have some core code we want to run, and then we want to pass it different arguments. A really common example is to combine these things. So I'll say add up, and it takes in X and Y. And I'll say, maybe I'll print the value of X and Y to start. Add up. I can pass 3 and 4. I'll define my function. So I ran that code block and then I'll call that function. I use the function name parentheses and then I pass in an argument for any of the parameters that the function listed. And when I run it, it prints 7. I also could say return X plus Y. Then I'll save the output and I'll print the output and I'll print that out. Gave it a little label there. Okay. So here we can see here's our first print statement. So this is a little hard to see. First print is that one. And it prints out the value of x plus y. And then I accidentally returned x plus 7 instead of x plus y. Let me redefine that function. So I'll run that code block. Then I rerun this code, and you can see the first print gives me that value 7. Then add up returns the value of 3 plus 4, because that's what I assigned 3 to. 3 got kind of matched with that x. 4 got matched with that y. I returned 7. It gets stored as the output, and then I printed that. There's a lot going on here. You're really going to have to experiment with it. And you can always pose questions.